So let's be real, we're all using AI to help us write code these days. But what happens when that shiny new code breaks? Today, we're going to talk about giving your AI assistant a new superpower, one that lets it go way beyond just writing code and actually helps you fix the stuff that goes wrong.
You've been there, right? You've got this bug. The front end looks totally fine, but something in the background is just broken. You throw all the code at your AI assistant and you get crickets. It has no clue. It's that same frustrating loop, and it always boils down to one simple question. Why is the AI so useless when I need it most?
And here it is. This is the answer. Your AI can see all the code you wrote, but it has absolutely no idea what that code does when it's actually running. It's completely blind to the live network traffic, all the API calls, the backend responses, the errors. It's basically trying to debug a phone call it can't even hear.
Now, this blindness isn't just some small technical issue. It has real painful consequences that cost us developers a ton of time. Let's really dig into the frustration of what happens when your AI coding partner is working with one eye shut.
This blind spot is why we get those silent backend failures, where the app looks okay, but secretly nothing's working. It's why we waste hours, literally hours, hunting for one stupid authentication error or trying to figure out which API is suddenly so slow. And we end up with what, like a dozen windows open? You're juggling browser dev tools, server logs, and 3 different consoles, just trying to piece together a story the AI should be able to see all on its own. It's a complete mess.
But what if we could change that? What if we could just give that AI assistant a pair of glasses? Give it eyes to finally see the network. Well, that is exactly where NETMCP comes in. And trust me, this changes everything.
So at its heart, NETMCP is what we call an observability layer. But don't think of it as just another logging tool. It's more like a universal translator. It takes all that raw, chaotic network data, the requests, the responses, the errors, and it turns it into a structured, intelligent story that your AI can finally understand and actually do something with.
And this, right here, is where it gets really powerful. See, NETMCP doesn't just let the AI see the network, it gives the AI a whole set of tools to act on what it sees. This is what's known as an agentic toolkit.
And check this out. This is what that toolkit looks like. With just one simple command, the AI is armed with a whole new set of skills. It can now actively investigate what's going on, using commands like get failed request to see exactly what's broken, or get backend URLs to map out the entire system. Your AI is no longer just a passive observer of your code. It's an active detective on your network.
Okay, so having the data and the tools is one thing, but making sense of it all, that's the real challenge. That's why this whole system gets superpowered by Amazon Nova, which takes all that great data from NetNIMC and turns it into intelligent automated action.
This partnership creates this really elegant, closed-loop system for debugging. It all starts with Nova Lite, which actually reasons over the network data to figure out the root cause. Then you've got Nova Sonic, which lets you interact with it just by talking. You could literally ask your computer, why did the signup fail, and get a straight answer back. And finally, Nova Act closes the loop by automating the UI workflow to make sure your fix, well, actually fixed it. It's a perfect cycle. Observe, reason, and act.
Okay, theory is great. But let's walk through what this looks like in the real world. How does this all come together to squash a common, super annoying bug in just a few seconds?
It all starts with a simple, natural question from you, the developer. No complex queries, no digging through log files, just a straightforward prompt to your AI assistant. Hey, why is signup failing?
And boom, here's the automated magic that happens next. Instantly, NetMCP fetches all the failed requests from that signup flow. Nova Lite jumps in, analyzes them, and immediately pinpoints a 401 unauthorized error on a very specific backend function. And this is the crucial part. The UI doesn't just tell you this, it shows you the exact request, giving you cold, hard evidence. You apply a fix, rerun the flow, and the AI confirms the new network call was successful. And just like that, problem solved.
I mean, let's just pause on that. What was once a painful, hour-long scavenger hunt through endless logs is now a diagnosis that happens in seconds. This isn't just a small improvement, it's a fundamental shift in how quickly we can solve problems, and it's going to save a massive amount of developer time.
But look, saving time on one bug, that's just the start. Once your AI can see and understand the network, it unlocks a much, much bigger vision. This kind of technology is the foundation for a future filled with more autonomous, self-healing systems.
Just look at where this is all headed. We're talking about autonomous QA checks that run themselves, proactive regression detection that catches bugs before they ever see the light of day, intelligent alerts that warn you about a slow API before your users even start to complain. This is all about building systems that don't just break, but that can understand why they broke and eventually fix themselves.
And that really leads us to the final kind of mind-blowing thought here. We started this by asking why our AI can't fix a simple bug, and now we get to ask a much more powerful question. What if, in the very near future, our applications could just debug themselves?
That's the future NetMCP is building. It's an observability layer designed for this brand new world of agentic AI. A simple, powerful way to deploy your code, connect your AI, and finally start debugging intelligently. Thanks so much for tuning in.